What's the weirdest dream you've ever had? 1. I once had this super real dream that I was a roast beef sandwich, and then someone ate me and I had just this pure feeling of bliss and satisfaction like I had a purpose in life. 2. A few years ago when I was in high school I had this dream where I was sitting in a field just relaxing. A railway line is running through the field and I notice a strange object sitting in the middle of the track. I go to investigate and it's one of those ball in a cup toys. The second I pick it up, the string suddenly wraps around me and I'm bound to the rails like a cliché Western movie. Sure enough, a train approaches. It's Percy, from Thomas the Tank Engine. He's charging towards me full speed and stops a couple feet away from me. After I get a close look at him, his face looks like he just got beaten. In a very disturbing, raspy voice he mutters, "Help me, I don't want to end up like the others," followed by a blood-churning shriek. I audibly said, "What the hell?" When I woke up, I was 17 years old and just had a nightmare about Thomas the Tank Engine. It was 4 a.m. and I didn't fall back to sleep until 8 a.m. Unfortunately it was a school day and I got in deep trouble. 3. Really needing to dial 911, but accidentally putting in 991 every single time and then having to redial again and again. Plus, I was using one of those rotary dial phones. 4. When I was about 8 or 9 years old I would have these dreams that I was pushing boulders up a hill. Sometimes there would be a rubber band holding them back so I was just pushing with all my might and not going anywhere. I would wake up exhausted. It was a pretty stressful dream to be having as a kid. 5. Anytime I experience sleep paralysis. It gets truly bizarre when you're half asleep and half awake. I have a strong fear of aliens, and the first time I had sleep paralysis I was sure that there was an alien in the room, breathing down my back, making the walls warp and change colors. Most terrified I've ever been. 6. I had a dream that my mom went into full remission and was better again. Woke up in the morning and we got the call that she had passed away. The dream felt so real. Still feels like it was a big FU from the universe. 7. When I was about 9 I had a recurring nightmare for a few days in a row where I was being chased around my grand's house by one of those rubber witch's fingers you get around Halloween that had been possessed by something. 8. I was an average-sized roll of duct tape, and I was lecturing a class of tiny rolls of duct tapes.